Alright guys, welcome back here to LJ Reactions. Told you guys to get this video out for you guys when I got back from school, so I'm back. As you guys can see by the title. Vince McMahon people. Let's go do some of the stuff before we get started. I'm sure we all here we like concerts. Sure we all here like sporting events. Whoever's your favorite artist, for example. Let's give example. I went to the recent concert I went to was J. Cole. J. Cole's concert was about 4 hours and 40 minutes. And he had a, you know, in the music industry, you have like people who warm up before you come out. So that was still 4 hours and 40 minutes, okay? Sporting events, Super Bowl. Super Bowl is about what? Including the halftime performance, about 4 hours and 40 minutes, I would say, right? For example, World Series. How long does the World Series baseball game take to play? Including the national anthem performance, about what? Maybe 3 hours and 30 minutes a baseball game takes to play? WrestleMania. Back in the day. For example, I pulled it up for you guys. It's factual evidence. One of my favorite WrestleManias of all time. WrestleMania 21. Which had Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels. Batista versus Triple H. Cena versus JBL. Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero. First ever Money in the Bank ladder match. Do you know how long that show was? That show was only 3 hours and 44 minutes. I kid you not. You can look it up and do the research just like I did. WrestleMania 21 was 3 hours and 44 minutes. So why in the hell are we going to potentially have the longest WrestleMania of all time being 8 hours? There's no need for 8-hour WrestleMania, Vince. There's no need. No need. Like again, if you guys want to go back, I'll tag the video down below, which I discussed last year, about how you could do WrestleMania could be a 2-night event. But they probably won't do that. But, for example, like I always told you guys, not everybody deserves to be on WrestleMania. You don't deserve to be on WrestleMania. Just like I said, for example, let's throw a person out here. Tamina and Nia Jax. What the hell have they done all year? What have Tamina and Nia Jax done all year? What has Beth Phoenix and Natalya done all year? Let's pull up this damn card so I can just name people that we can name that like don't deserve to be on WrestleMania. Let's pull this shit up. I have this card. Let's. Okay. What have The Bar done all year? What have Cesaro and Sheamus done all year? Okay. What has the hell's Bobby Lashley done all year? Nothing to that I like. Bobby Lashley done nothing all year that I care about. Rusev. What has Rusev done all year? Okay. I like the cruiserweights. Don't get me wrong. Buddy Murphy's been great. But what has Tony Nese or Cedric Alexander done all year? You get my drift, people? Not everybody deserves to be on WrestleMania. I'm sorry, you don't. Let's go down through these matches so we can peak my interest level so I can tell you guys how frustrated I am. By the way, these gummies are amazing. I'll show you guys the brand name. These are freaking amazing. Gluten-free, and they're good. Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. My interest level in this match is a 0. Why is it a 0? Because you're not focusing on Brock Lesnar or Seth Rollins, are you? You're not. The storyline, I don't care about. Universal title, I don't care about. Seth Rollins as in B, I like Seth Rollins, but I don't think he's going to beat Brock Lesnar. I don't think he's going to beat Brock Lesnar. So that does not interest me. If Brock Lesnar's going to beat Seth Rollins, then that means yet again, the belt will be off the show until probably SummerSlam. So why does that interest me if Brock Lesnar's probably going to beat Seth Rollins? So I don't care. Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Ronda Rousey. They added too much pasta sauce, as my man JD for NY would say. They have added too much pasta sauce. This storyline was so simple, yet they fucked it up. You had Becky Lynch win the Royal Rumble. I don't care. You could have kept this Becky versus Ronda. Imagine this, people. You give me the Ronda Rousey you have right now versus Becky Lynch. That deserves the main event WrestleMania. No excuses. But you're adding Charlotte Flair for whatever reason, which I don't know why. She could have faced Asuka. You could have ran back Charlotte versus Asuka yet again. But, you know, they got to add too much pasta sauce. Have Becky with this fake injury for no reason. You take Becky out. You suspend Becky. You bring Becky back. Becky apologizes. You're diluting the storyline, which gives people less interest in the match. So, anyway, Becky's probably going to beat Ronda Rousey. So, it is what it is, people. Cedric Alexander or Tony Nese versus Buddy Murphy. I like Buddy Murphy. It's going to be in the pre-show. Next, Triple H versus Batista. Triple H versus Batista. That's a very tough decision for me. This is where I get pissed off. This is where I give you guys my frustration. No offense to Triple H. Let's go to this. No offense to Triple H, Batista, Kurt Angle, Shane McMahon, or Brock Lesnar. I'm getting sick of this part-time shit. The reason why we're having 17 matches is because Triple H and Batista, Kurt Angle, and Shane McMahon, that takes away 3 matches right there. That takes away 3 matches that you can give to somebody else that could be on the show. So you're giving away 3 matches due to part-time people. I'm starting to get tired of this part-time stuff. No offense to Triple H or Batista, or Kurt Angle, or Shane McMahon. You're taking away a roster spot from somebody else, which adds to this freaking pay-per-view and making it freaking 8 hours. I'm sorry. That's why I can't wait for when Triple H takes over. No offense. All these part-time shit will go away, which I believe Triple H would do because he understands our frustration. That no offense to him or Batista or Kurt Angle or Shane McMahon, but you're taking away a spot from a Shinsuke Nakamura or from a Braun Strowman that you built up all year and you wasted away. You're taking a spot away from Drew McIntyre or Rusev or Samoa Joe or AJ Styles. Like, who would have thought AJ Styles has been in WWE for what, 3 years, and he's yet to main event WrestleMania? Ain't that some shit, people? But anyways, Triple H and Batista. My interest level, I mean, last night was okay, but I mean, I'm probably right now at 6 right now. Because last week, I didn't like last week's promo. And this week, I didn't like Batista's promo. No offense, but you're going to get face-to-face again and give me a real promo. But I'm at a 6. Next, we get to Kurt Angle versus Batista. I mean, Kurt Angle versus Batista. Well, yeah, he could have done Kurt Angle versus Batista. But Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. Oh my gosh. You guys saw my reaction. If you missed my reactions on the channel to Kurt Angle announcing Baron Corbin, who would ever thought a Chicago crowd who booed John Cena out of the building when he faced CM Punk at Money in the Bank, whatever champ, we want Cena. Can you believe that? The Chicago crowd who booed John Cena out the building when he faces CM Punk chanted, "We want Cena." Ain't that some shit, Vince? But anyways, Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin, bathroom break match. Next, Miz versus Shane McMahon. Now, we'll find out tonight about my interest level in this match. I like Shane's promo from last week, so we'll see what the Miz does this week. So again, we're doing live reactions to SmackDown 2 tonight, so you guys can come through. But Miz versus Shane McMahon, I'm more interested than Brock and Seth Rollins right now. Interested in this match more than Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. Interested in this match more than Triple H and Batista. So far, that's my list. So far, I like the Miz and Shane. I'm okay with that. AJ versus Randy Orton, and also AJ Styles has signed his WWE deal, so he's back. AJ versus Randy Orton. Again, my reactions on the channel from last week, but excited for this match too. You guys can see the pattern. So far, the SmackDown matches have piqued my interest more. Why is that? Guys, I'm back. I opened the door for my nephew, but again, SmackDown so far is piquing my interest, as you can see, as Raw. Like I was going with so far, Raw matches are not piquing my interest. On to the next one, Kofi versus Daniel Bryan, which we'll probably get tonight when Kofi runs the gauntlet tonight. Simple. Kofi and Daniel, even though Kofi Kingston is taking Mustafa Ali's spot, but Kofi's ran with it, and we ran with it as fans, and we're interested in the match, and I think Kofi will beat Daniel Bryan. Now, as far as Asuka, there's so many rumors for Asuka. One rumor I read today is that they're gonna do Mandy and Sonya Deville versus Asuka. I heard another rumor about where they'll have everybody else will be in the women's battle royal, and whoever wins the women's battle royal at WrestleMania will face Asuka that night, which would be kind of, that's what I'd rather do that. Yeah, everybody else on SmackDown, whoever's not in a match, just compete in the women's battle royal. Whoever wins it, face Asuka later that night. That's what you might as well do. Bayley, Sasha versus Beth, Phoenix, Natalya, and Nia Jax and Tamina, and probably the Iconics. Don't care. This was supposed to be Trish and Lita, but obviously they probably did not agree with terms with Trish and Lita. But I don't care. I don't care about Nia Jax or Tamina. I don't care about Beth Phoenix or Natalya. You might as well just put Sasha and Bayley versus Io Shirai and Kairi Sane. Might as well have done that, because I don't care about this match here. Revival versus Ricochet, Aleister Black, and another tag team. Interested in that. Hardys. Now this is rumor here for SmackDown. Hardy Boys versus The Bar versus Nakamura and Rusev versus the Usos versus another team. Hold up, this is what? How many teams is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we have the Hardys versus The Bar, Nakamura and Rusev versus the Usos, another team. How many teams is this? Again, people, not everybody needs to be on WrestleMania. You can just make this the Hardy Boys versus the Usos. Let's do that. Let's do that. Samoa Joe. This is match number 13. Samoa Joe versus 2 to be determined. Now, if John Cena is not going to face Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe lost to Rey Mysterio last week. So, I mean, what are you going to do here? Again, this is going to be another multi-man match probably. Jesus, people, not everybody needs to be on WrestleMania, like I said. How many multi-man matches are we going to have so far at WrestleMania? Holy shit. Samoa Joe. If you can't get John Cena to do this match, just do Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio Almas in a ladder match. Just do that. Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor probably. This is match number 14. I guess it's going to be Lashley versus Demon. Number 15. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Actually, I'm okay with that match. I am actually okay with that match. Number 16. Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I don't care. Number 17. Women's Battle Royal. Potential. Again, like I said, just do the winner faces Asuka at WrestleMania. So we got 17 matches. Rumored for WrestleMania. Let's go to match. I'm going to give you guys my count of matches I care about. Okay? I don't care about Seth versus Brock. Charlotte versus Becky versus Ronda. One match I care about. Cedric Alexander versus probably Buddy Murphy. I mean, it'll be a good match. I actually like Buddy Murphy. So that's 2 matches I care about. Triple H versus Batista. No holds bar. They'll probably be a good match. It'll probably be 3 matches I care about. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. Don't care about. The Miz versus Shane McMahon. Probably be good. So that's 4 matches. AJ versus Randy Orton. That's 5 matches. Kofi versus Daniel Bryan. That's 6 matches. Asuka versus whoever. Don't care. Bayley and whoever. And don't care. Revival versus Ricochet and Aleister Black. Actually care about. That's what, 7 matches? Hardys versus the Usos and whoever else in this multi-man match. Honest opinion, if you're going to have it more than 2 people, I won't care about. Samoa Joe versus probably Almas Rey Mysterio. They'll probably be good. So that's 8 matches. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre will probably be good. That's 9 matches. Then you got the Battle Royal. Don't care about. Men's. Women's don't care about. That's 9 matches. That's what WrestleMania used to be. 9 matches only. WrestleMania used to be at least only 9 matches. And I got 9 matches I told you guys I care about. This does not need to be an 8-hour show. I don't understand. For example, if you didn't have Triple H and Batista, or Kurt Angle, or The Miz in a fight, that's 3 matches you could knock off and trade some other spots around. For example, let's just say if you wanted to take off Batista, for example, you give me Finn Balor versus Triple H, I would care about that. If you remove let's say for example, if you moved Baron Corbin, okay, for example, let's say you couldn't get John Cena, remove Baron Corbin. Let's say you gave me Kurt Angle versus, let's see, who could we take off? How about this? Kurt Angle versus Seth Rollins. Would you guys care about watching Kurt Angle versus Seth Rollins? And then you could flip-flop. You could take, for example, give me Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar. Then you can, if you want to, Roman Reigns does not need to be wrestling. He does not need to be wrestling. Like I said, you can put Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar as a special guest referee. That would pique my interest because you'd be like, damn, is Roman Reigns going to turn heel on Seth Rollins? See, it says this card is so ass backwards. This is why Brock Lesnar does not need to be champion. Because you're so fucked in this situation. Brock does not need to be champion. See, if Brock wasn't champion, give me Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor as your main event for WrestleMania. Who would not want to watch Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor in the main event? This card is so fucked up, man. But 8-hour show for WrestleMania, people. I'll be live streaming this shit, so I don't know how I'm gonna stay awake for 8 hours. It's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hard for 8 hours to stay awake for this shit, people. But guys, comment down below. What do you think about WrestleMania being 8 hours? You guys are going to keep me awake for WrestleMania. I will need you guys to keep me awake for WrestleMania. Okay? We're gonna do this live reaction. I mean, even last year I couldn't stick it. I couldn't watch the main event. I was like, this is too boring. So, with the like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back here live for SmackDown live reactions, people. I'll catch you guys back here in about 2.5 hours.